It's Enjoy English School. Yo, today is October 25th. We're on day 2 of our 2-day article on the rise of Y2K fashion.
我们讲到这一个文化之窗里面的强势回归的 Y2K.
So I wasn't cool at Y2K, so you can't see pictures of me back then. But interestingly, today, when I was coming to Ivy, our studio, there was a girl on the MRT that was perfect Y2K fashion. Yesterday, we talked about big boots, large belts, flashy bags, and strange hats. So I look in the MRT, I want woman's John, and she's right there. And I was like, I can't ask this woman to take her picture. But she was wearing big boots. She was wearing a big, like our description.
All right.
It was perfect. And I feel so bad that if I'm like, can I have your picture? Way too terrible, right? So I will tell you this story, but I just said this is a sign that this is a perfect article for today.
所以你看 Chris 老师就这么巧的，刚好今天要录制这一个题目的时候，他就看到 MRT 上有这样的一个女孩了。
And so listen, Halloween is only a few days away. Maybe today you go as Y2K girl.
对，所以这个 Halloween 快到了，各位就可以穿着像这个样子了。
That's right. All right, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we got paragraph 1.
Okay.
The rise of Y2K fashion. There are many reasons why Y2K is currently in fashion. Perhaps the main reason is nostalgia. In the early 2000s, today's young adults were just children. Y2K fashion reminds them of a time in their lives when they were happier and things were simpler. The trend also gives them the opportunity to put a new spin on some of their old outfits. The concept of Y2K fashion fits nicely with the philosophy of the social media age as well. Y2K fashion is bold and designed to catch people's attention, and that's exactly what many social influencers aim to do. In addition, Y2K items are reasonably priced compared to other fashion styles. In a way, Y2K fashion is helping young adults save money during a difficult economic downturn. All in all, it seems that Y2K fashion will continue to be popular in the future. It allows people to display their creativity and individuality at a time when they are being pressured to fit into society. At the same time, it's a playful trend that looks toward the future while allowing people to keep pleasant memories from the past in their hearts.
Okay, we're looking at pages 48 and 49. Let's get into our article, and don't forget your highlighters. There are many reasons why Y2K is currently in fashion.
接下来呢，我们就要讲说，其实 Y2K 这样子的一个会流行，其实它有很多，在目前来说有很多会流行的原因，其实有蛮多的。Currently 就是 right now，就是现在呢有很多这样的一个原因。
So always remember your synonyms. 同义词 You can say currently, you can say right now. Using more words makes your English better. Our next sentence, perhaps, maybe, the main reason is nostalgia. Nostalgia.
好，接下来等一下我们会讲到这个字是什么。他说呢，或许呢，为什么它目前会流行的原因有很多呢？或许呢，就是因为它主要的原因就是因为怀旧。这个字的意思呢，就是说，你会去想到说，比如说你的 old school days 啦，等等等这种怀旧之情。所以因为这样的状况，所以有很多的原因出现了。
So actually, it's really interesting, this word nostalgia. If you look at the history of this word, 这个字的历史，那个后面 G-I-A is actually Greek for disease.
原来是希腊文的疾病的意思。
That's right. This is a pain for the past. You are sick for a past you can never go back to. So it's a little bit that. Now, do you have any nostalgia for when you were a little girl, or maybe when you were like 10, 11, 12 years old?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, I do too. I have a lot of nostalgia. I make a lot of art, and a lot of my art has to do with things
I had a lot of boyfriends.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
No.
Well, you can think about that.
I'm just joking.
But all of that's good. You think about old TV shows, old music, old commercials, old art. I am still very interested in this, and I make a lot of it. You probably see it on my Facebook. It's like the only thing I post. This dumb art I make. So yeah, nostalgia is the pain for the past.
Yeah, right.
Let's continue. In the early 2000s, today's young adults were just children.
尤其呢，他说在这个2000那个年代的这个初期呢，那个时候呢，目前现在的这些年轻人可能就是你们咯。好，这些现在的年轻人呢，那个时候其实你们还不过是小朋友。
Y2K fashion reminds them of a time in their lives when they were happier and things were simpler.
所以其实呢 ，Y2K 的这个时尚呢，其实会 remind somebody of something， 就是让某人呢这个回忆起一些事情，可以让他们回忆起一个时光，好，一段时光。这个时光呢，就是在他们的生活里面呢，尤其是当他们比较快乐的时光，所以就不像刚才 Chris 老师讲的是一个 pain， 这是一个很痛苦的时候，是回想起你比较快乐的一个时光，而且呢，还有一些东西呢是那个时候的东西跟事情是比较简单化的。
Yeah, the word pain here is not like it actually hurts your body. It's just knowing you can never go back. You can think about it, you can remember it, but you can never go back. Archie, when you think today, I can turn on YouTube and I can watch TV shows and listen to music and watch cartoons and TVs from 1985. I turn on my childhood on the internet. People 200 years ago, when your mother and father died, that was it. You'll never see or hear them again.
Right.
You can never see that world again. A long time ago, the past was really gone. And it's a scary thing for some people. So let's highlight reminds them of a time. So A, remind somebody of B. 划到这个 and write it down with your pen. 这个 A, remind somebody of B. 它好用, it's very easy to use, and it's very nice also. The trend also gives them the opportunity to put a new spin on. Ooh, we said this yesterday. To put a new spin on some of their old outfits.
所以呢，这个 the trend 就是指刚才前面讲的这个 Y2K 的这个时尚呢，这个趋势，同时也给这些 them 就是指刚才讲的这些年轻人啦，给这些年轻人呢一个机会。这个机会呢，就是可以把他们呢跟怎么样呢旧的这些 outfits， 他们以前旧的一些这个服装的搭配呢，去怎么样做一些新的改造。所以我们这边看到一个 put a new spin， 这个 spin 就是有一种好像让它有一个重新定义的一个感觉，好像就是刚才前我们讲的 twist 那个感觉。
That's right. Yesterday we talked about the phrase with a twist, or whatever we said with it exactly. So you put a new twist on, or you put a new spin on something. Add a twist. These are usually fixed phrases. You can't really change them, but they're both really useful. So let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we got more of our Y2K story.
All right.
So Bernice, I have this idea about nostalgia.
Okay.
We usually think about nostalgia every 20 years. Not 10 years, every 20 years.
20 years. Okay.
So when I was a kid in the 80s, the adults, the young adults in their 20s, they were thinking about the 1960s because 80 minus 20 is 60, right? They wanted to dress like their parents from the 1960s.
Yeah.
When I was in the 90s, everybody wanted to be like in the 70s. And then now in the 2000s, 2020s, people want to be like the year 2000. It's like every 20 years, I feel. Yeah? Do you think that's about right?
我认为也是这样的。像老师我在 university 的时候，我也会穿妈妈的衣服。
That's right, because you can wear your mom. You're an adult now.
Yeah, right.
And you can wear your mom's adult clothes she still has. Do you still like enjoy like looking at your mom's old stuff?
Yeah,
like that?
sometimes. Yes.
I think my dad grew up in the 60s, and his clothes were like super American 1960s.
Okay.
So ugly. So ugly. Like
ugly.
When I see pictures of my father when he was young, it's like, are you really my father? I'll send you some pictures. I won't show them to you. You won't believe he's my father. Okay. All right, let's continue here. The concept, the idea of Y2K fashion fits nicely with the philosophy of the social media age as well.
好，接下来他就讲了，其实呢 Y2K 这样的一个时尚的这个概念呢，其实它非常的符合 fit nicely， 就是 fit very well， 好，非常的合适，非常的适合 with 和什么东西很合适，尤其是对于这一个社交媒体当时那个年代的一个 philosophy， 我们知道 philosophy 原本是哲学，中文是这样翻了哈，但是 philosophy 你也可以翻译成就是说，个人啊或者是团体他们的一些对于事情的一些概念啦，或者是一些态度啦，这些也是算是一个 philosophy。好，所以 as well 就是 to， 所以它也非常的符合社交媒体那个时候时代的一个理念。
Okay, let's continue. Y2K fashion is bold and designed to catch people's attention. And that's exactly what many social influencers aim to do.
所以他这边就讲了 Y2K 的时尚非常的 bold 就是 daring D-A-R-I-N-G 很大胆很 brave 好，而且呢他当时就是被设计来抓住你的眼神的，好，抓住你的吸引力的。再来呢那个时候呢 exactly 正好恰好就是呢那个很多的这些社群的网红他们的 aim to do 就是他们有这样的一个目标要去做的。
That's right. We catch people's attention. That's a nice verb and noun here. And social media influencers, they want you to pay attention to them because that's a lot of the times how they make money. Do you pay attention to any social media influencers?
No, actually.
And I can't care about these people's opinions. I really don't. Maybe I'm too old, guys. Maybe I'm old. I have a social... There are some nostalgia-based influencers I kind of follow.
Okay.
But when they're like, you should buy this, I don't care. But I like seeing the other stuff you talk about. Their ads, like fast forward. Instantly fast forward through it. All right. In addition, Y2K items, things are reasonably priced compared to other fashion styles. Really?
Okay, I don't know. In addition 就是指 furthermore, moreover 的意思。此外呢，他说这个 Y2K 的一些东西啊，其实它是 reasonably priced 的，就是价格蛮合理的，所以对于 Chris 老师讲说，是这样子吗？价格合理吗？他可能觉得还是贵。好 ，OK， 好 ，compare to， 尤其是跟什么来做一个比较呢 ？Other 其他的一些 fashion styles， 就是跟其他的一些这个所谓的时尚风格来比，其实 Y2K 的风格的这个商品的价格其实还算是合理的。
Okay, everybody, we got a little note here. So, I see this mistake a lot with students. So earlier this month, we talked about 去 silent E 才加 ing, right? 如果你加 ing, 那个无发音的 E 一定要加。但是 adjective 到 adverb 的时候，形容词到副词比较不一样。一般来说，你不要去无发音的 E 才加 ly。举例来说 ，rudely 就是 rude 有没有？然后当副词你不可以去 E。rude ly. But look at the word reasonably here, right? Reasonably 有除外，为什么？ Because with adverbs, there's this really tricky rule. 你的形容词结尾 le 的话，举例来说 reasonable, comfortable 还是 terrible?
Able.
That's the le 的话 that's right. 那个 le 结尾，你要有 le 结尾，你去 e 才加 y. That's right. It's a really tricky one. You should write this down. 写下来 reasonable, 写下来 comfortable and terrible. 你每次看到这个，你就是一直讲到这三个字 because they're easy to remember. All right. With that, let's continue to our next sentence. In a way, Y2K fashion is helping young adults save money during a difficult economic downturn. You know, like you save money when you spend it.
OK 好，所以呢，接下来呢，他讲的 in a way， 这个 way 它这边是指一种程度上面，所以他就说 to some extent, extent 就是到了某一种程度。其实，在某一种程度上呢，你如果穿着 Y2K 的这个 fashion 这个时尚呢，其实啊是正在帮助这些年轻人去帮你存钱呢，帮你省钱呢。好，这个省钱呢，尤其是在 during a difficult 那个时候呢，是在一个很艰困的这一个经济的 downturn。什么是 downturn？ 当名词就是指衰退、低迷。
Yeah, when we say in a way, that means your evidence, 你的证明 is not super strong, but a little bit. All right, let's take a break. And when we come back, we got our final paragraph.
Okay.
Hey friends, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We are beginning the final paragraph on pages 48 and 49. Get your highlighter ready. We need it right away.
Okay.
All in all, highlight this. All in all, it seems that Y2K fashion will continue to be popular in the future.
当我们用到 all in all 这个片语的时候，通常是在最后文章最后面，就像 in conclusion
That's right.
一样，在最后面才会用的。好，总而言之，言而总之呢 ，it seems that 这件事情似乎是这个样子哦。好，这 that 后面就是你似乎的那一件事情。什么事情呢？就是 Y2K 的 fashion 呢会持续的 continue to 会一直持续的变得非常的受欢迎，尤其是在未来都有这种可能。
Just like Bernice said, all in all means in conclusion, but they are a little different here. Why? In conclusion is a great phrase to know. You should know this. If you don't know in conclusion, 赶快背起来。然后你不要再用。Because it's a very cliched way of saying it. We use it too often. It's the starter word. It's 最基本的。Really, if you want very good writing, 如果你的大目标是你要很会英文 you probably won't say in conclusion a lot. You want to know a lot of synonyms. 那个同义词 for in conclusion. All in all is a great one. There are many more. You can search them in the future, but write in conclusion here and then never say it again.
所以老师说这是陈腔滥调了，
And
太旧了。
对, it's not a bad one. It's just very basic. It's not bad, just basic. It seems just means we think. Let's continue. It allows people to display their creativity and individuality at a time when they are being pressured to fit into society.
哇哦，所以这个句子说 it 就是指刚才讲这个 Y2K 的这个时尚呢，其实它可以 allow people to do something， 就是说，可以让人们允许人们可以去做一个 display， 就是 show their creativity， 他们的创造力、独创力，还有呢，他们自己的这一个所谓的特性、特质，好，或我们讲的个性都可以。At a time， 在这样的一个 period of time， 这一个时期里面，尤其是当他们呢 be pressured to 这个片语就是 be forced to forced， 就是当时呢，如果你受到了一些压力哈，如果你被迫好去 fit into， 就是你要去适应这个 society， 所以当人们呢被迫适应要这个到社会里面的时候，其实你用 Y2K 的这个时尚可以让你们呢去显现你们的创造力，还有你们的个性。
Pick up that highlighter. Please highlight allows to. Allows to is very useful. We also can say let somebody, base form verb, 原形动词，我们没有办法说let somebody to do something. You know this because 没有人会唱 let it to go, let it to go.
No.
That is very, very wrong. So allow somebody to 还是 let somebody 原形动词。Let's continue. At the same time, it's a playful trend that looks toward the future while allowing people to keep pleasant memories from the past in their hearts.
At the same time 也是一个片语，就是说在此同时呢，这个时尚呢，同时也是一个 playful 就是 interesting, fun, trend 这样的一个趋势。什么样的趋势呢？一样用冠带来形容这样的一个 playful trend， 就是说 looks toward the future， 你可以去朝向往着未来去面向未来的这样的一个有趣的趋势。而且同时呢 while 就同时呢，它也可以 allowing， 记得后面要加 ing， 因为你把主词给省略掉了，所以你的 while 后面那个动词要接 ing。同时呢，它也可以让人们 to， 刚刚讲过 allow 后面一定要接 to， 可以呢保留下来一些 pleasant memories。Pleasant 就是你可以说 delightful， delightful 就是一些很愉快的回忆，尤其是呢从过去一直好到现在的这个回忆，你都可以把它保留下来 in their hearts， 放在你的心里面。
That's right. So we can say delightful, pleasant, wonderful, happy, enjoyable. practice your synonyms. See how many words you can do. Pick a good word and just say all your synonyms. 同义词. Now, we have one little grammar point. Pick up your highlighter. Please highlight while plus 什么 ing. That's right. Because after the word while, we want to use our continuous tenses. 你的进行式有可能是现在进行 is, am, are 还有 VING. 有可能是过去进行 was, were 加 VING. 但是一定要加 while. If you use the word when, you should use your simple tenses. So when plus simple present tense, when plus simple past tense. How do you remember these? Well, 如果你加 ing 还有一个 be 动词，这个单词会比较长，有没有 ？Right? Because 你有加了 is，然后 ing 就是多5个字母。所以 when you look at when 跟 while 的时候 ，while 更长。而且那个 be 动词跟 ing 也是比较长，有没有 ？Right? So the longer words
长的配长的，短的配短的。
So good, that's right, so smart. All right, and with that, final word on Y2K fashion. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Sure, it looks cool. Boys, I have to tell you, this is not an article for you, really. Is there really Y2K fashion for men? Is this
for girls?
This is for girls, right? I think so. That's boys, I bet you there's Y2K fashion. I don't know what Y2K fashion is for boys. Remember those dolls from yesterday? I didn't see any boys dressed like that. They didn't have boys' brats, I don't think.
No.
I should look. I don't know. Did they have boys?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, brats. Okay. Well, with that, tell us in the comments, what do you think about Y2K fashion? I always love to read what you guys have to say. For Enjoy English School, I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Bernice.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.